UMAR, AHMED, IFL TV, MTK Global, joined by Frank Smith. Another successful night at Matchroom Square Garden.
Yeah, match. I like that. Did you make that up?
No.
The new MSG. Yeah, great night, great show, great main event.
Yeah, women's boxing sometimes, especially as the main event, people might question it, but if you're a fight fan, you've got to appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you've got to separate. Like a lot of people are saying, take away the women's. It was great for boxing as a whole. It was great for the sport, and it was we'll be in front of a huge audience, and that's what we need. And you see, tonight we had Harper Jonas. Next week we've got Breakhouse McCaskill. Following week we've got Taylor Pursoon. So women's boxing is flying now. But again, take away the women's, it's huge. Boxing's huge.
There was a bit of drama in the bubble yesterday, obviously.
Was there?
Yeah. So we'll start off with Dave Coldwell and Charlie, who's Johnny Phillips' trainer.
Yeah. I think they made up now.
No, they did. They did.
Like they got
so
on there.
where was the fight agreed at? At what weight? 9 stone 2.
9 stone 2. Yeah.
So obviously Dave had a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
What did you have to tell him?
No, look, it was understandable. He got told a weight. That's the weight he made. And Johnny Phillips didn't make it. It happens. It happens in the sport. Dave wanted him to take, I think it was 0.6 of a pound off to get down to 9.3. So I think it was fair. Like he hadn't made the weight. He got to 9.3, and that was there's water in here.
Oh.
Sorry to break it.
No, it's all right. She's got water. No, come with 4 bottles.
There you go. Sorry.
No half measures here.
Sorry to.
No, it's all right. Obviously, gutting for Kane Baker yesterday. Yeah. Have you spoke to Jamie Moore, Akib Fiaz? How he's doing?
Yeah, Jamie came to me last night. It was late in the evening, or 8 p.m, and said Akib was feeling unwell. And it was the only thing he could do. He can't box when he's unwell. This is a dangerous sport, as we all know, and it was the right decision he made. It probably wasn't an easy decision for Akib. If it was up to Akib, he would have boxed. But that's Jamie's job to do as his trainer, is to make sure that he's 100%. And yeah, as I say, right decision was made there. Went to hospital, got checked out, and he's just he's chilling now.
Get that fight back on in September?
Yeah, definitely. That built a bit of spite between the two of them. We saw the clips on our behind the scenes stuff, the content that they of the weigh-in, them two going at each other as well. So that's definitely a fight we want to do. And if that's if Akib's not ready in the short term, we'll definitely get Kane another fight as well.
Okay, just moving away from this card. Obviously, earlier in the week, Frank Warren put a statement to Matchroom and Sky Sports.
Yep.
We haven't spoke about that yet. Just thoughts on the initial statement from Frank?
I think, it would be great for boxing to make a lot of those fights. It's very easy for fight fans or fans to go, you should do it, like to us, or to Matchroom or Eddie, you should just do it, get it done. But ultimately, we also have to do what's right for our fighters, our business, etc. There's obviously a reason that he now out of nowhere wants to do this, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So I'm sure we will end up working together in some way. But I think for fight fans, just go, oh, you got to do it. All those fights, do them. It's very easy to say, oh, let's do it, but without the detail of it, there's a lot to be spoken through. But I think it's good steps that Eddie and Frank have had a conversation, and hopefully we can see where we'll see where that goes.
I think, as Eddie said, that there are some fights that he would like to make.
Yeah.
That one on that post. I'm sure you hold the same view.
Yeah, sure. No, I completely agree. But as I say, it's easier not to put it down at all, but it's easier in their position for them just to say, "I'll just do it," because we are in a more dominant position within the industry. And if it was the other way round, and we came out and said, "Oh, we got to make these fights, do this, that, the other," they'd probably say, "Fuck off." But like I say, it's not that saying it's not going to happen. But there's going to, conversations are key, and that's what Eddie and Frank, I'm sure, will do. It's interesting just to hear that they're going to sit down and have a bit of.
Will you go?
Food. I don't know. Whether they need someone to take notes. I'm happy to.
Do you speak to anyone from there, like Francis, or when you're doing the Ben Jenkins?
Yeah, when I see Francis, I speak to him. When I went to their show in December.
I saw you there.
Yeah, I was there. So yeah, I speak to Francis. I get a lot of funny emails off of Andy Ayling, who, Andy Ayling is not he's not someone I'd love to deal with every day, because judging by his emails that I get from him, it's not much fun. But the other guy, Francis, as I say, speak to him a lot. Never really spoke to George, but hear a lot of good things about him. So let's see what happens. It's
Okay.
interesting.
When are your US shows going to get announced?
So obviously we've got, as I say, August 15th, Breakhouse McCaskill.
Yeah.
You've got Madrimov on there, Giasov, a few other fights, and then we're working through our schedule as we are with our UK fights. Right now, we're working our plan sort of September through to November. There's a lot of things changing, especially in the US with the whole COVID situation. It's so fluid, to be able to plan a show in a certain area, you just don't know what's going to happen. So we're working through those plans now, and you'll see something very soon.
Yeah, I asked about US because obviously you've got to set up for the next 2 weeks here, and I know you guys want to extend that into September. You're looking to, if you can get permission, but that's kind of your UK covered for now. But in the US, it must be hard to plan events there at the moment because it's so bad, the situation still there.
Yeah, it is very bad, and state by state, every day you see changes, you see things happening, and it's it's difficult. But in the UK, we're looking to, as you say, to keep this here. See if we can keep it for another 6 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks, do a couple more shows. It's an amazing facility, I think, we put here. Everyone's been really happy with it and impressed. And, if we can, we might as well use it. We built it now, the cost's there. But, so we're talking to the local council currently about that. Hope to have some news soon. But I think it would be a perfect fit, especially while there's no crowd.
All right, Frank Smith, thanks for your time, and I'll catch up soon, all right?
Good to have you, Irma.
Good to see you, I was going to say that.
Cheers, mate.